died, his partner Lynch Rivera ended up giving me a record deal because Biggie liked the way I rap. So cool, I get the record deal. Boom. After I get the record deal through Epic Records, which was on Sony, I'm like, now I got a deal. Cool. So Mace ended up coming back, being cool. He do the Horse and Carrot song, he do the 357 video or whatever. And then he wanted paper, he wanted money to be in the Horse and Carrot video. And niggas was like, come on, Mace, you charging to be in the video? But I understood, now I understand. Back then I didn't see it, so now it's like, fuck Mace again, he don't want to be in the video. God damn, man. Fuck, we can't, I'm trying to pop like you popping. I'm your man. Used to wear my sneakers and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Mace was the master of taking your old sneakers and making them look new, and you be mad you gave him your shits. You be like, damn, what the fuck you did? Restoration wasn't out. I don't know what kind of toothbrush that nigga had to get them motherfuckers back looking brand new. But he was the master of taking my old clothes and sneakers and making them shits fucking brand new, my nigga. So he don't want to do the Horse and Carrot video. I was like, man, fuck Mace again. You know what I'm saying? Part 2, fuck Mace, whatever. So now I'm doing on my first album. I put Jim on my first album also. He's on my first album. You know, he's not lying. He was in the studio with me when I got my first album the whole time, everything. But just what I'm trying to tell you is, from this point on, this is what I'm going to start telling you about Jim. I just had to give you who I grew up with, because a lot of people be like, oh, y'all grew up together and this, that, and third. And it's not nothing bad. It's cool. We met. You know, 19, 20 years old. It's not nothing bad about that. So I got the deal. You know, I'm not going to front. Jim was there. We was writing rhymes, everything. He was on my first album on a song with me and my mother. You know what I'm saying? Cool. I go gold, but the money ain't really crazy. The money ain't right. Money ain't really right. So now I take my money and I'm in the streets. I take my money and get in the streets with my money. I'm like, fuck this shit, man. I can't. Once you move to Jersey, you can't move back to Harlem. Because I done moved, took my first advance, moved to Jersey. Man, listen, I ain't going back. If I got to fight, scrape, whatever, I'm not going back to Harlem. And the Harlem y'all people know now is not the Harlem I'm talking about. This was a different motherfucking Harlem. Y'all niggas do not know the Harlem I grew up in. A different, especially my block. I'm 39 from Lenox, I'm 40 from Lenox. This was a different type of beast. This was something totally different. So, motherfucking, the money ain't right. So unloses his deal. Unloses his deal at Epic. But part of the contract is they could take whatever artist had and snatch them. So basically they snatched me from and I was signed to Epic. So now I'm working on the SDE album, my second album. I'm in Jersey. My money ain't right. I'm in the streets selling crack, coke. I'm really doing this, and I'm like, damn, I don't want to do this shit no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to even be doing this shit no more. I'm like, damn, but I got to pay the motherfucking bills. I wasn't getting no rap money. So when I got the Epic, there's a girl there, I'm not going to say her name. She the one who taught me the motherfucking music business, B. This girl taught me everything I needed to know. So she like, Cam, that dude right there, he runs marketing. This is the dude who runs promotion. This is the dude who runs radio. Telling me on the low. These niggas all driving whatever year it was, type cars. And I'm like, yo. So then she showed me, look, this what they doing with your marketing money. This what they doing with your radio money. This what they doing with your promotion money. Because I never knew the business. I was just so fucking happy to have a record deal. I didn't even learn the business. And I'm like, oh, these niggas is robbing me. You taking, I got back then, you taking $300,000 of my marketing money and going by crib. You taking motherfucking $150,000 of my radio money and you got a brand new car? I ain't have no car. I had a car, but it was the same car from my first deal. Excuse me, my 600 Benz. So I got aggressive. So I'm like, damn, these niggas is really fucking trying to play me. Boom, right there. So I'm still getting a couple dollars in the street. So I'm going to 145th to shop, 145th and Broadway to shop 3-4 times a week because I'm a fresh nigga. I'm going to get fresh. I'm going to 145th and Broadway to shop every day. Not every day, 3 times a week, I would say. New Cool G's is out, Iceberg was out, whatever was out. I'm going there to get fresh. My man Luca Brasi was there. This is a person who doesn't get enough credit in the whole diplomats movement. His name on Instagram is LS Collection. He sells the jackets now, the LS Collection joints. Luca Brasi. He used to sell CDs out of a van on 145th and Broadway. So when I used to go up there to shop, he would used to try to give me CDs. That was my man already though, but he'd give me CDs and be like, yo, Cam, I'd be like, Luca, you can't sell me the CDs. Like, nah, Flea, come fuck with it. So I liked his energy. This nigga had dope fucking energy, B. He was dope. And plus he had fucking 20, 30 niggas with him out there selling CDs. The way he was selling CDs, you would think it's motherfucking crack. Nigga had to buy CDs. If you went that store and bought some clothes out of fucking HMV or whatever, or Tower Records or whatever, we started vibing. So, you know, we chilling or whatever. I got all them, but whatever it is, he had mad niggas in the Bronx too. You know that. He put Black and Dawn with me. Well, no, I put Black and Dawn with him. Oh, give me one of those if you watching, Black. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? These niggas is trying to play a nigga. So front, Luca had most of the niggas. Luca had 20, 25 niggas. But it was like, you know, the way the gym make it seem like he grabbed a bunch of niggas and we went down there. Nah, Luca grabbed them niggas. Luca Brasi, LS Collection is his Instagram. LS Collection, that's his Instagram. So I made it real uncomfortable because I found out these niggas was trying to, well, not trying, these niggas was robbing me. Like, yo, them niggas is taking $750,000 from me out of my pocket. I made it uncomfortable. I wanted to get out the deal. I'm like, yo, nah, y'all gotta let me out the deal. I'll sign for 7 albums. I'm like, y'all niggas trying to control my life. Let me out this motherfucking deal. So we went up there every day with 30 niggas. They hired my security. It was just annoying. Niggas was like, you know what? These niggas are coming up here every day. Let these niggas the fuck out. We don't know what type of animals these motherfuckers is. You know, but you gotta, now mind you, these niggas is niggas in cubicles in office. I got niggas straight off 145th Broadway at the time, coming in a nigga cubicle, no haircut, no nothing, smelling like mad weed, and motherfucking just grab a nigga potato chips, eating. This nigga don't, the niggas who's running marketing don't know who the fuck these niggas is. They like, yo, who is this nigga that's eating my chips right now? It's me, nigga. Let me out the deal. Y'all niggas is bugging. So it became a headache, and they let me out the deal. Now, in comes Dame Dash. I knew Dame Dash since I was like 11 years old, 12 years old. Like I said, he lived on the east side, and Dame always had these big ideas and shit, man. You know, Dame like, yo, I'm gonna run a rap label. Yo, Cam, by the time you go to the NBA, I'm gonna have a sports agency. I'm gonna do all this. Dame was 15 years old with a Maximum, the new shit. And you know, you kind of believe his own apartment at 15 years old. You see this nigga driving the new cars, and you like, well, maybe he will have a record label one day. Maybe he will do all this shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, me and Dame became cool. So, you know, when I got kicked out of college, I used to go to Dame crib too. I'd go over there, and he was in the midst of messing with Jay-Z at that time. You know, nobody believed in Jay-Z. He's like, yo, I'm telling you, Jay's the best nigga. Nobody's better than Jay-Z. Jay-Z is the best, I'm telling you. And back then, this is when Jay to rap like like Jay had that like DOS effect flow back then. You know what I'm saying? He came to my job to battle Big L. And him and Big L, motherfucker, had a that was an epic battle. It was dope. So Dame is like the big time nigga on the block. You know what I'm saying? I don't know hustling none of that. Niggas, he's just fresh. So me and Dame, when I was about, we fell out over some bullshit, and I stopped speaking to the nigga. So Rockefeller started popping. Rockefeller was popping. Look, so I'm like, you know, Dame was my man, but we ain't speak for like, damn, man. The record label was popping. I feel I'm one of the nicest niggas in the world. I got really need to holler at him. So I called and reached out to Dame. My man Rel Mack, he from 142nd. Terrell, that's like one of Dame's best friends. Rel gave me the number, I called Dame. I humbled myself, I said, look, we fell out, I really need your help right now. So he was like, all right, cool, ain't no big deal. Got me off Epic, and I signed to Rockefeller. Cool. So now at this time, Tribe Called Quest, Kill 'Em. I watch, it's pausing right now.
Somebody calling. Yeah. Your phone is on Do Not Disturb?
Nobody really got that number though.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's still pausing.
Yeah, I don't know if there's too many people in there or what. It keep pausing.
It's pausing right now still?
It's like it's like a circle. On yours too? See, it's circling.
Nigga said Trump trying to shut shit down.
See, it's paused right now, right?
Move this shit around or some shit.
Probably the internet.
Is it moving yet? Yours moving?
Mine paused.
Damn, B. How this? But this shit ain't paused. Like. Go to another page on the gram and see if. And see if you could click on somebody else's page.
Hello? Yeah, I know. That's what we're trying to figure out now. We don't know what's going on.
You could. I'm back. It's moving. My shit moving. Moving after the Dame shit. Yeah. At the Dame shit, it stopped moving. Yeah.
Catching up.
Oh, it's catching up. Okay, cool. Sorry.
Like you see, it's still like you moving from before.
Yeah. So I don't know what it's moving out right now. Nigga said Trump trying to shut us down. This is a.
Come on, you moving the camera now and it's working.
All right. All right. Look, if the look, Yo, look, if the shit cut off, I'm just letting you know in case you looking for them shits. Fuck it, if it cut, listen, we good again?
He said, my sister said she could hear you.
And I'm like, yo, I need your help. Okay, boom. I call Quest. Master P, No Limit. I seen, you know, people always like crews, you know what I'm saying? In neighborhood. That's why you love Cash Money. That's why you love No Limit. It wasn't like, you respected the shit, you know what I'm saying?
Myself off, my phone was connected. I took myself off, so it's just.
But it's good.
Yeah.
Forming the crew. Now, my childhood friend, Tashawn, on Instagram, his name is Tobe Cobain. Tobe, T-O-B-B Cobain. He like, yo, Cam, I got this dude, man. You know, he like 15. He from my block. He dumb nice, but I just think he got the wrong record deal. He signed up in a bad record deal. And I'm like, yo, man, I don't want to hear that shit. Because I'm still not popping yet. You know, I'm just in the middle of, you know, back up, more the story. Matter of fact, because this was my second album. This is before I went to Rockefeller. And I'm like, this was when my shit was fucked up. I'm living in Jersey. I still got the same car. I'm like, but I started forming the crew before that. So I'm like, he like, yo, my man is nice. I'm telling you, he only 15. I'm like, I can't help myself right now. How am I form a crew? So I'm asleep in my car. My man Toe is driving my car, and I'm asleep. When he wake me up, it's some 15-year-old kid in the back of the car. And I'm like, yo, Toe, what are you doing? Like, well, what the fuck is you doing? He like, nah, this is my man that I was telling you about. His name is Jewels. And I'm like, all right, man, what the fuck? I just told you I can't help niggas out right now, but you got me here. You gonna put me in you gonna wait till I go to sleep, rock me to sleep, and basically motherfucking put some little nigga in the back of my car to rap, and I told you I don't wanna hear the shit. I can't do nothing. So I didn't say that. That's what I was thinking in my brain. So I'm like, all right, go ahead and rap. This nigga started, yo, this nigga spit some shit, B. 15 years old, we spit. I'm like, what's your name again, my nigga? I'm Jewels. I'm like, yo, this motherfucker crazy. I'm like, all right, you know, I played the cool. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get with you, I'm like, Tobe, that little motherfucker is nasty, man. That nigga's like, I told you. Tobe on his shit, man. Tobe like, yeah, I told you. I'm like, that nigga nasty. So I'm like, damn, I'm working on my second album. I'm like, yo, come down to the studio. So he come down to the studio, Jim is in there, you know, me, my homegirl, BB Guns, I don't know if Bianca's watching, my homegirl Bianca, she was in there, so she was like, yo, you know, he come to the studio, he be rapping and all that, and we working on my second album, and I'm like, that nigga's nice. So my homegirl Bianca, you know, she works for Trey Songz now and all that, but she's one of these people too that just know talent when she sees it and knows what's gonna happen. She's always in the fucking right place at the right time. So she said, Cam, she said, yo, that kid can rap. He's cute. The girls are gonna like him, and he's a star. He could sell it. I could see it. I said, I agree with you everything on if he cute or not, cause I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I you know, if you tell me he cute, I guess he cute. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. So I'm like, yo, this nigga's nice, and the bitch is gonna like this nigga. So we all vibing. Now, mind you, this is now. So now Jewel's part of the crew. I start forming. I'm naming everything Diplomats. Everything that I'm like, we thinking of a name, what it's gonna be. Da, da, da. So we come up with Diplomats. I'm getting T-shirts made. I'm getting all this shit made. Diplomats. Even when we was on my second album. So fast forward, when we get off the album at when we get off the label at Epic, we go to Rockefeller. Dave gets me the deal, and he's like, yo, Cam, do your thing now. If this don't work for you, I'm gonna just have to give you a job. And I'm like, give me a job? That was real shit though. I respected that, because it's like, I don't want no motherfucking job. I can't work. I'm not going to work. But that's how cool Dave was. He's a realist. He's like, at least I can let you work for me in my office if this rap shit don't work out. And I'm like, that shit ain't rocking like that. That shit ain't going like that. I gotta win. So, boom. We still got no real money, so I'm telling Dave, I'm like, yo, Dave, we need to put Jewels on this song. We need to put Jewels on this song. And he like, Cam, calm down, man. you need to get part of the crew. And Dame was right. Go do a song with Bleak and Beanie. I'm like, I bet I'm doing that. Let's put Jewels on. No, Cam. It's not time to put. You just got here. And he right. He was absolutely right. So I'm trying to embrace myself at Rockefeller when I get there. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, cool. So I get there, and you know, Jay's there, Jay-Z there. Now, mind you, I know Jay-Z before Rockefeller. That's Dame man, you know, because them niggas was doing whatever they was doing together. It's freezing?
No, it's good.
Oh, them niggas was doing whatever they was doing together in the street. So, you know, Dame had me and Duke the God, my cousin Duke the God, doing other shit. Meeting Dame. Dame used to, when I met Jay-Z, straight up and down here, I no record deal, I'm nothing. That nigga had money though. I'm not even gonna say and hold you. That nigga had money from the time I met him. He had a crib on 560 State Street. His shit was a duplex. He had fish tanks in the wall, piranhas in them joints. All that nigga got money. I can never say I don't know Jay-Z for not having money. I'm not even talking about the rapper Jay-Z. I'm just keeping it 100. That nigga, by the time I met him, he had money. Him and Tata, he was always with Tata too. Tata be always with them niggas, you know. And Dame had us doing some shit going over to his crib or whatever. So he always had paper. So when we get to Rockefeller, you know, I'm soon as I get in Rockefeller. Now, mind you, I just told you niggas jerked me in Epic. Niggas jerked me, stole my money. I know the game now. Shorty from Epic that worked there taught it to me. So now, as soon as I get there, yo, who doing promotion? Who doing promote? Oh, hey, how you doing? Yeah, we gonna build a rapport here. We gonna build a rapport right here. Yes. You doing marketing? Hey, give me a hug. How you doing? You're right. We gonna build, yo, look, this my crew, this my niggas, this Jim Jones, this Jewels, yo, this my man Freaky Zeke. Boom, 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 yo. We learned the business getting jerked, so we came up there. And I was just trying to be cool with everybody, you know what I'm saying? So, now I'm like trying to fuck with, you know, Jay's up there. I did a song with Bleak and Beanie or whatever. So I see Jay in the studio. Juan had a studio called Baseline. And I go there and that was like the Rockefeller studio. We go down there and do the song. I'm like, yo, Jay, I did a song with everybody. We need to do a song. You fuck around and do a song together. The nigga Jay look at me and go like this. Huh? Cool, you never do the song or whatever. You don't do the song. So I'm like, cool. You know, I start popping, I do some more stuff. I ask him, I'm like, yo, Jay, you think we could do a song together? You like, I'm like, all right, bro. So, whatever. So one day, K. Slay come to see me. K. Slay, you know, at this time, K. Slay was he's still the drama king, but he was like, all these beefs going on. He was the one playing all the beefs. So this is around the time, I don't know if it was Ether or something else came out. K. Slay played the song, but he would play Jay-Z's song. Anybody who had this record, K. Slay was playing it. So he came to see me at the studio, and when he was walking out, Jay was walking in. And he said, what's up? Jay said, what's up? So Jay come in my session and be like, yo, let me holler at you. I'm like, what's up? He's like, yo, you should be more careful who you bring to the studio, because what if I would have just slapped the shit out that nigga? And I'm like, what are you beefing with K. Slay? I didn't even know y'all niggas had beef. Look, bro, I ain't trying to start no shit up here. I just got here. I don't want no problems. I ain't know y'all beefing. Yeah, he played this record, man. You gotta check who you bring up here. I said, cool, no problem, bro. I didn't know. But K. Slay was right there. He could told him the same shit. But I'm just saying, I respected it. It's all good. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just moving on from this Jay-Z shit, because it's already like tension where it don't really gotta be no tension. I don't even know what the fuck the tension's about. So, oh boy, me and Jewels, you know, he come to the studio. Now, mind you, this all time, we on the way to the money. We don't really got no real money yet. There's no real money. Motherfucking Jewels steal Just Blaze CD and play it. He like, yo, this beat is crazy. It's frozen. He like, yo, this beat is crazy. Yada, 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 yada. So I'm like, nah, we can't steal the beat, man. We can't take it. So every day we come to the studio for a week and a half and the same CD is sitting on the motherfucking table. The same CD. And I'm like, he like, yo, we gotta take it. We gotta do it. So I'm like, all right, cool. Fuck it. That shit been sitting there for 2 weeks. Nobody doing nothing with it. So we did the old boy song. Then after that, we went back to Ohio. Now, mind you, while all this is going on, I motherfucking took my money that Dame gave me. Dame gave me a little paper for South Rockefeller, wasn't nothing crazy. But I took it and went to Ohio because I went to open up a club out there. Get it? I had a club. So, Luke Albrazi again. Before I go to Ohio, I want to tell you what happened. Luke Albrazi introduced me to a guy named Milk. And this is on 145th Street and Broadway. He like, yo, Kim, I got IBS and so does he. And he's like, yo, you and him got the same stomach problems. Y'all niggas should get together. Boom, 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 boom. Y'all niggas should fuck around. And I'm like, all right, let me know, because we was just vibing off our stomach pain. So when he gave me his number, I seen the 614 area code. And I'm like, yo, you live in Columbus? And he was like, yeah, I'm from the Bronx, but I stay out Columbus. And I'm like, hey, yo, man, I've been hearing some shit about Columbus, yada, 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 yada. Yo, I want to come out there and fuck with you. Because I was going to Chicago at this time anyway. I had a girl I used to mess with out there, and I had a friend out there that I used to just take 2 pounds to him, and he motherfucking flip it and then give me like, $3,000-$4,000 to take care of my shit for the month. And I had a shorty I was fucking with out there. And so Columbus is on the way to Chicago. So I went to Columbus. The nigga Milk, he got a crew of niggas, about 15, 20 niggas. And he was like, yo, you can eat out here, my nigga. The club scene is dope. It's a bunch of different stores we can open. We can get a restaurant. We can do that. I'm like, yeah, bet, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? So I went out there and I was like, I'm going to open up a club. So I went out there and opened up a club. I took Jewels with me and I took Freaky Zeke with me. Jim didn't want to go. Jim wanted to stay in New York. He didn't want to go out there to get to the money. Nothing, and I can't blame him because it wasn't a guarantee, but the shit turned out lovely. The shit turned out to be something crazy, you know what I'm saying? Freaky Zeke fucking ran that motherfucking club like he was fucking Sugar Ray in Harlem Nights, man. You know what I'm saying? Rather, he was quick, I was Sugar Ray. But the way that nigga ran that motherfucking club in Columbus, Ohio, we got rich. So now, it's like, yo, the rap shit is cool, but yo, nigga, fuck that shit in there. Now we got rich off the club. So I'm like, fuck this shit. So now I got time to do the Diplomat shit. So now I'm on Rockefeller, but I'm forming the Diplomat's already formed. So I'm like, yo, we on Everybody mixtape. Back then, it was like Ron G, Doo-Wop, King Capri, a bunch of people, only DJ Clue, shout out to DJ Clue, definitely DJ Clue. Everybody had, DJs only had mixtapes. And I'm sitting there saying to myself, why don't we all do a mixtape? We on Everybody mixtapes. Joel's on this mixtape, Jim on this mixtape, I'm on this mixtape, boom, 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 boom. So we formed the Diplomat mixtape. We was the first rappers, artists ever to have their own mixtape. Now it's, yo, get my mixtape, here's my mixtape, here's my mixtape. No artist had a mixtape before I did that shit. No artist in the world had their own mixtape. You was always on the DJ mixtape. And I was like, yo, man, grab all the furs. By this time we had some money. Yo, grab the furs out the car. Yo, you put a fur on. Yo, you put a fur. Yo, you grab a fur. Luke had his own fur. Black had his own fur. Jim had a fur. Everybody. So when you see that Diplomat cover, that's what I said. Image is everything, because they like, all them niggas is getting it. Look like they're getting it. So basically, I'm taking the money that I'm getting from the club, making our own CDs, pressing them. It went crazy. So then I get Jewels signed. I get Jewels signed to Rockefeller. Dame said he couldn't do it. I went to Kevin Lyles downstairs in Dempsey. Kevin like, I love this kid. Let's sign him. Dame said, hell no, I'm taking him. So Jewels gets signed. Cool. So now I'm like, yo, I'm telling niggas, right? I'm like, yo, Jim can rap. Literally. Because Jim, like I said, Jim, the story you telling, like, he was the muscle, he was doing this, he was doing that. Jim would fight. I'm not saying he wouldn't have a fight, but he was not my muscle He's my man. He's my nigga. That's my, I brought him on the road. It was me and him. He's my hype man. He said he was my manager. Chris Lighty, God bless the dead, was my manager. That's who managed me at the time. Chris Lighty was managing me. But Jim was my hype man. So now, mind you, I'm like, yo, Jim gonna rap. Jim gonna rap. Jim gonna rap. Everybody like, Cam, get the fuck out of here. Jim ain't rapping. By this time, in between this time, Jim is perfecting his craft because Mace taught him in about 97, 98. He's perfecting his craft and he got better. So I'm like, yo, now we could go. Nobody believed me. Nobody believed me. The way they did it on Flex the other day, they downplayed that shit. Flex was like, man, you bugging. Come on, Cam laughed at me. Dave laughed at me. Everybody was laughing. I'm like, no, he's going to rap. I'm telling you, he's going to rap. Trust me. Trust me, he's going to rap. Niggas like, whatever, Cam. So what happened is, Koch, nobody fuck with Koch. Jim wanted to keep up with us, which was dope. I'm like, the whole Koch shit was Jim's idea. It was dope. He goes to Koch, and because Diplomats, the movement is popping, even though me and Jewels is on Rockefeller, they like, yo, we'll give you a deal. So Jim went and did a deal at Koch. We like bet because we all moving at the same time. We all get money at the same time. So that's what's up, bet. Cool, Jim go to Koch. Jim do the record Certified Gangster. The shit pop. Niggas start playing it, boom, boom. They like, yo, Cam, I don't believe you really motherfucking got this nigga rapping. I'm like, I told y'all niggas. I told you he's gonna rap. Now, my man got a smash. Yes. Boom, cool. So now he moving. Let's get to this story, because he was like, the paperwork wasn't right. Cam robbed us, this, that, third. I never had, first of all, me and Jim not had the same lawyer, none. He finally got a lawyer. He never had a lawyer. Secondly, I never did no paperwork with Jim. Me and Jewels had paperwork. Jewels was signing me. Me and Jim never did a deal, ever. Pull it up. Tell him to pull the paperwork up, wherever. I've never made him sign paper because he's my man. I'm like, man, we did this shit together, fuck it. You know what? Let me eat off one album with you, the first album. I'm like, let me eat with you off the first album. And then after that, do your motherfucking thing. And that's what we did, off word of mouth. We didn't have never had no paperwork with Jim Jones in life. Never, ever in life had paperwork. So when he sit there and be like, oh, Ken robbed us out of millions, and I wasn't really the president and CEO and all that shit is lies, bro. It's lies. Word to my mother. I swear to God. We got the same accountant and everything. Sharon Benjamin, she'll tell you, my nigga. I never had no paperwork with this dude because that's how much I fuck with the nigga. I'm like, I ain't got to do no fucking contract with Jim. Like, come on, my nigga. What I look like doing a contract with you? I never do no contract with the nigga. So, anyway, Jim gets the deal or whatever. So, it was cool. Everybody was moving. Jim was moving, I'm moving, whatever. So my album came out. It went platinum. It went platinum. And niggas like, yo, we fucking platinum out here. Yo, it was fucking dope. It was dope shit. So Jim come to my crib in Jersey. This is after we went platinum. And he's like, yo, Cam, yo, what if you think we do a fake beef? And I'm like, why? I'm like, this is, because he told Charlemagne asked him this question a few months ago on Charlemagne show. Like, if you look at Jim interviews, they be different shit. Charlemagne say one thing, Flexi say another thing. His shits never match up. And that's not a diss. I'm just telling the truth. Not a diss. It's just go look at the Charlemagne interview, Breakfast Club, and then look at the Flex shit. It's totally two different stories. So it's whatever. So he like, yo, Cam, let's act like we got beef. And I'm like, why would we act like we got beef? I said, what we gonna do is confuse the fans and make them pick sides. That don't even make no sense. Why the fuck would we act like we got beef? That don't make no sense. He's like, yeah, you're right. Like, he was disappointed that I wasn't with the shit. That's why today, even to this day, it make me mad, because this was his plan 15 years ago to act like we got a problem that we don't have. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I don't think that's cool. I'm like, cool. So Jim is getting some paper too now. You know, his record is out. He's doing business with Koch, and you know, Koch comes to me now. I don't know if this is, I think it's the second album now, and they like, Cam, we about to put out this record called Reppin' Time. We think this the one, and I was in the streets. Jim had slipped balling out, and he was playing it, and it was getting a good reaction in the streets. So I told Alan Grumlack, do not push no button on Reppin' Time, you know, because I was doing business at Koch too. Because Jim went to Koch and I said, yo, y'all niggas want more artists? Because like I said, my man Luca Brasi, back to him real quick, he the one who bought me Hell Rel. I met Hell Rel through Luca Brasi. I met J.R. Ryder through Luca Brasi. I met Uncasa through Luca Brasi. So he like, Cam, nah, they just up here, take him, do what you want. I don't give a fuck. I threw Luca a bag and said, bet. So I'm working, that's how I met J.R. Ryder, Hell Rel, and Uncasa. So I was trying to get them deals over there. And then I was getting my cousin Duke the God a deal over there, so I was doing business at Koch also. So, Alan was about to push the button on Reppin' Time. And I'm like, yo, Alan, trust me, Ballin's the record. I'm telling you, Ballin's the record, man. He like, Cam, I don't know, I like Reppin' Time. You know, Alan's like, I don't know, Cam. I like Reppin' Time, it's a little better than, I said, trust me, bro, do Ballin'. So, they tested it, Ballin' went out the sky. So I was like, bet this nigga got a hit. He got a smash hit. It was dope. You know, basically, you know, when I watched the interviews, like, oh, Cam ain't like when I started shining with Ballin'. I'm the one who pushed the button on Ballin'. I was like, yo, I argue with this white man about pushing the button on this record. I'm like, you gotta do Ballin'. So when he's saying that, I don't understand how you like, oh, Cam got mad, I was shouting. You're on my first album, bro. You're on my second album. You're on my third album. We did the Diplomat deal. I didn't even want to do a contract with you because you was my man. I just wanted niggas around me to eat. Even my cousin Duke the God, I'm like, yo, figure out some CD shit. Duke the God started selling CDs. I ain't getting no money from them CDs. Or none of, maybe his albums, he threw me a couple bags, but the CDs, when Karen Civil started robbing us with Duke the God, I ain't get no money from that. I ain't get $1 from none of the CDs Duke the God did. And I ain't care because I wanted niggas around me to make money. I always wanted to be like, you don't have to ask me for money. I want to ask you for money in case like, yo, I ain't got 5,000 on me. You got it? Yeah, I got it. That's the shit I wanted around me. So when he say, yo, I got mad when Ballin' coming out, I'm the one who been fighting for you to be a rapper when you didn't even know how to rap. I'm like, damn, man. Why would I hate on Ballin'? I don't understand that. I'm the one telling Funk Master Flex this nigga can rap. I'm the one having fucking arguments with Dame Dash saying this nigga gonna be a rapper. I'm the one motherfucker telling everybody Jim Jones is gonna be a rapper. Nobody believed me. So when Ballin' came out, the nigga had a smash. He had a smash. It was dope. So cool. Now I'm gonna tell you the truth. This is when shit started getting shaky. I always keep in the back of my mind, he was like, yo, let's start a beef. So I never, I didn't feed into it, but I kept it in the back of my mind. So I start seeing Bird Gang shirts. Now mind you, Jim started forming his own crew. You know, he was still fucking with us, but he started forming his own crew, Bird Gang. I started seeing these Bird Gang shirts. So I'm sitting there like, so I asked him, I said, yo, Jim, and there wasn't even been no problem. There wouldn't have been no problem at all. I said, Jim, you trying to do your own thing, Bird Gang, with your own label or whatever? He said, nah, Flea, you know, we said Bird Gang. That's our nickname. You know, that's just a nickname, Bird Gang on that. So I was like, all right, cool, no problem. So what I did was, I'm just being totally honest, I copywrote the name Bird Gang. Because I'm like, if you're not trying to do nothing shiesty or trying to start a beef or separate yourself, it shouldn't matter if I got it. What's the big deal? I'll just hold it and put it to the side. Since you're not doing nothing, since you don't want to, you're not doing your own thing. If you was, he could have told me that. I wouldn't have no problem with that. I wouldn't have been hating. Look, if you want to branch over and do your own thing, that's not a problem. But you told me you wasn't. So I was like, I'll put it to the side. So now, cool, whatever. You know, we start